Hello students, so today we're going to start with a new chapter, body movements. In the chapter, we will be studying the body movement. If you observe, then you may find the movements taking place in your body. You all are always blinking your eyes from time to time. So observe the various movements in your body when you breathe also. There are many such movements that happens in our bodies too. Similarly, animals are doing many movements in their bodies as walk, run, fly, jump, creep, etc. So we're going to discuss brief about this. Our body is capable of performing a wide variety of simple and complex function. It is able to do so because of the internal structure that facilitates its movement. Movement. Movement is defined as change in the position of a body part with respect to the whole body. The movement starts from crawling, and with the increase in age, the person starts walking, leading to the movement of the whole organism. These movements are possible because of joints. In other words, change in the position of any object is called movement. Many movements take place in our body and also in other organism body too. Next is what happens when movement results in the change of position of the whole organism. So, for example, if you consider one movement walking. So, from one place to another place. So, the movement occurs from one place to another place. So, this process we called as locomotion. So, the animals are heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So, since it has to search in food, search for shelter. So, they need to locomote from one place to another place. So, for the locomotion, the body needs some movements. So, these we are going to discuss. There are many such movements that happen in our bodies. Similarly, animals are doing many movements in the bodies as walk, run, fly, jump, creep, crawl, slither and swim, etc. These are only some of the ways in which animals move from one place to another. So the movement results in locomotion. So now we will discuss some example of movements in the human body. Movement of eyelids, movement of the heart muscle, movement of teeth and jaw, movement of arms and legs, movement of head, movement of neck. So these movement of some organs happens because of the teamwork of bones and muscles. In such case, movement is possible along a point where two or more bones meet. Human body and its movement. The human skeleton is the internal framework which is responsible for giving support, shape and protection to our bodies. It contains 206 bones, each playing a vital role and distinct yet important task too. The skeleton can be classified into two parts. They are axial and appendicular. First we discuss about the axial. The axial skeleton comprises of the central part of the skull, spine and ribs. I repeat the point. The axial skeleton comprises of the central part of the skull, spine and ribs. And the appendicular skeleton is another type of the skeleton, where it consists of arms and legs. Next we discuss with some important terms in this lesson. First is limb. The arms or legs of an animal. Limb. It is made up of long bones with joints that allow them to move. They are mainly for support. There are three types. One is arm, legs, joint. Forearm is made up of two bones and hands have several small bones. Shoulder bones have a pair of collar bones in front and a pair of shoulder blades. Next is legs. Lower leg is made up of two bones and feet have several small bones. Hip bones or girdle bear the weight of the body and are attached to thigh bones. Next is joint. The point where two bones meet, where the two bones are connected. Allow movements to take place. Bones are held together by ligaments. So these are all about limbs. Next is bone. Bone is a unique combination of flexibility and stiffness. These are the hard white structure below our skin that protect our internal organ. Bones are incapable of bending. Joints. These are defined as the point at which two bones are fitted together. So this is what we discussed now. So these are the points at which we can rotate and bend our bodies. So in this picture you can see the types of joints. Ball and socket, hinge joint, pivot joint, fixed joint. So these we're going to discuss now. Types of joint and the location in human body. First is pivot joint. Is a joint that rotates. Example of pivot joints in the body in the neck that allows the head to rotate and the one between the radius and ulna that allow forearm rotation. So these joints where the neck joins the head. It allows the head to move backwards and forward and turn to right and left. So these are the movements where we can move our head to right hand side, left hand side, upward and downward. It's only because of pivot joints. Next is hinge joint. It allows the movement only in one plane backward and forward. Example, elbow joint, knee joint and the joint between the phalanges of fingers and toes. When bones can move along one axis, it indicates the presence of hinge joint. Example, elbows and knees. So next is ball and socket joint. It permits a circular movement, for example, the shoulder. In the ball and socket joint, a partial spherical structure is present inside the socket, allowing movements in all directions. Example, hip and arms. Next is fixed joint. So as the name suggests, the fixed joint allows to no movements it occurs. Okay, no movement to occur. For example, is skull. The skull is fixed. So this will be the example for fixed joint. Fixed joint is otherwise called as immovable. It cannot move. The bones cannot move at these joints. Example, bones in skull. Joint between the upper jaw and the rest of the skull. So this will be the example for fixed joint. Next we are going to discuss important points to remember in a human skeleton. Bones provide support, protection, movement and perform several other functions. The bones in the skull, cranium, mandible, maxilla give protection to the brain. The long bones such as humerus, radius, ulna, tibia, fibula support the weight of our body. The carpals are located in wrist and tarsals are located in ankle. So they are the example of short bones. So these are the important points to remember in a human skeleton. So next we will discuss about these in brief in next topic. Thank you.